Interesting episode. I must say, I did not expect this episode to be this good. I was expecting it to be incredibly slow at pace because the last few episodes they've been pretty slow. I've been complaining that Sanji is a little bit of a mid character, and I'm not impressed by him at all. But in this episode, he kind of won me over a little bit when he was kind of sticking to his values, like, hey, I'm gonna serve these people. I don't care who they are. I'm still gonna serve them. So that was kind of cool to see. And when he was giving this whole speech about like, yeah, I'm just gonna get on with it, like I'm just gonna serve these, I noticed that they showed a scene of Luffy like looking at him and like thinking, and it's the same facial expression that Luffy had when he first was watching Usopp. And we know Luffy's attracted to people who have got like that unwavering determination about them. So it makes sense that Luffy wants Sanji to join his crew. Is Sanji going to join? Absolutely, because I spoiled myself by seeing a couple of the posters for One Piece, and even if I hadn't seen them, like it's kind of obvious, like Sanji is well too designed a character for him to not then join the pirates. Even Patty as well. Patty's a really well designed character. He's not just like a regular NPC. One would think this is the kind of person that Luffy would actually hire, but Patty might just be a bit too one-dimensional so far for him to be recruited, and I've not seen him have an interaction with Luffy where Luffy might be like, yeah, like, I want you to join me. So there's that. Now, what I really enjoyed about this episode, actually, was the narrative progression, because I've been complaining that the show has been a bit slow, but we've learned that there are some supernatural items out there that are a threat to people on the sea. Because Don Krieg's ship was kind of wrecked, but it was not by cannonballs, and they made a point of saying this. They alluded to it being a natural disaster, but I'm not buying it because I feel like if there's a natural disaster near Don Krieg's ship, that natural disaster, even the people at Barity, because they're not that far away, would have felt some of the effects, and Luffy's crew would have felt some of the effects as well. So I don't buy that it's a natural disaster. We know that it's not a cannonball, but there must be something supernatural going on. So that has been built up, and I better get paid off, because if I don't get paid off and later on we find out that the ship was just wrecked because of a tornado, I'm gonna be seething. Just putting that out there. Apart from that, great story, but I'm a little bit, don't know how I like this. I feel a bit funny about the art. So there were scenes where there'd be an intense dialogue, right? And to add to the tension, this background would be white, a bit like it is in this room. And the first time they did it, I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. Like, you know, like, yeah, like let's just hyper focus on these two characters. And then I thought, maybe they just didn't want to pay the artist in the studio. Maybe it's just a little bit of lazy drawing, perhaps. Am I overthinking this? Probably, but here we are.